RENFIELD here. Don O'Malley wrote me and told me that our fleet's being attacked by the enemy. So I want to do my part. I'm going to join the SEALs. I just wish I knew how to swim. Oh, I mean.
Hello, this is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have for you today is Don Winslow of the Coast Guard from 1943. After service at Pearl Harbor, Navy Commander Don Winslow is assigned to the Coast Guard. Winslow learns that the Scorpion, a fascist sympathizer, is in the pay of the Japanese and is expected to lay the groundwork for a Japanese attack on the Pacific coast. So here we go with Don Winslow of the Coast Guard. We'll be back.
Captain Holding?
No, from Mercedes. She's stationed with Captain Holding.
That's great. Then we'll be seeing her in a couple of hours.
Captain Holding.
Bad news?
Our secret mission with the 114 is known to the enemy.
They seem to be keeping pretty close tabs on us.
Too many of our secrets are reaching the enemy. The efficiency of their spies points to only one person, the Scorpion.
Commander Winslow, aircraft warning reports enemy planes approaching.
Sound General Quarters.
Aye, aye, sir. Sound General Quarters.
We're going to attack. Open fire on planes when they come within range.
Open fire on planes when they come within range.
Radio Captain Holding. Tell him of the attack.
Aye, aye, sir. Radio room. Cease firing.
Mighty fancy shooting, I'd call it. Like blasting clay pigeons out of the sky.
Commander Winslow, radio from Captain Holding. The Japs have attacked Dawn Island.
Dawn Island. Full speed ahead.
Engine room. Full speed ahead.
Cross your fingers, Red. Maybe it's not too late to lend some aid.
And maybe this will be the beginning of an eclipse for Hirohito's rising sun.
To keep on the alert for any emergency.
Keep on the alert for any emergency.
Men are badly hurt. Have an ambulance geek sent out from the shore to pick them up.
Aye.
This isn't quite the kind of welcome we were expecting. Just another example of the hit-and-run tactic.
Yes, another one of the sneaking attempts to surprise us.
Miss Colby, sir. Mercedes.
Hello, Don.
How did you get aboard?
I came with the ambulance gig. We've taken care of your wounded, but I couldn't leave the 114 without saying hello.
It's good to see you.
Hey, don't forget I'm here.
How are you, Red?
In the pink, and you?
Couldn't be better.
Good.
But I have to hurry ashore. We're transferring some of your men to the base hospital.
How about having dinner with us?
With us.
I think I can make it.
Fine. I'll meet you at the hospital.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye.
Captain Holding, sir.
Captain Holding, sir. Hello, Commander. Lieutenant. Sir. As usual, Commander Winslow and his 114 arrived when most needed.
Thank you, sir.
Your gunners shot down the Jap bombers before they put that station ship completely out of commission. It furnishes the power for our installation.
All of it, sir?
No, we have sources of power the Japs would give their eye teeth to know about.
You mean their buck teeth, sir? Just what do the Japs expect to gain by this type of action?
It was a flanking movement to divert our attention from a more important attack.
It was?
Yes, but we were waiting for them. The last reports say that a great number of Jap ships were destroyed.
That should hold them for a while.
But we must keep on the alert. We have information to lead us to expect a full-scale invasion attempt on the Pacific coast.
That won't get very far.
I don't think it will, but we must guard against it and uncover any fifth column groundwork. I have an idea your enemy, the Scorpion, is active there.
Scorpion?
Yes. That's why I'm transferring you to the Coast Guard.
The Coast Guard?
Yes, you'll have complete charge of the intelligence division.
Any orders for me, sir?
You're both to report to Captain Jensen at the Seattle Coast Guard station. Captain Jensen has made a very thorough study of the fifth column activities on the coast.
Very good, sir. When do we start?
At dawn. I've arranged your transportation on a bomber.
Well, it seems as though all roads lead to the Scorpion.
Yes, but I wish we could have remained with Captain Holding long enough to find out if the Scorpion really had any agents operating in that zone.
Didn't he say something about a woman?
Wasn't sure. But if there is, I have a hunch she's the Scorpion's favorite playmate, her friend Tasmia.
And I was able to learn that Winslow left Dawn Island this morning in a Navy bomber bound for Seattle.
A bomber, eh?
Yes.
Then turn over your present command to Haruna and report at once to our Seattle headquarters.
I understand.
Hirota, Winslow must not be allowed to reach Seattle.
A plane could intercept his bomber very easily.
An excellent idea. Another mysterious crash at sea.
Precisely.
Punewa, Susume!
Bomber.
Must be Winslow. It's too far out for the regular patrol.
Winslow or not, it'll be one less plane against us.
Surprise is the most important element in an attack. Launch the plane.
Ito is already at the controls.
In another couple of hours, we'll be in Seattle.
Practically everybody in Europe and Asia wishes he could say that. Will I be glad to get you? Hey, that plane's pretty far out.
Seems to be heading right for us.
Fighter plane doing so close to our coast? They must have a base around here.
The radar lifeline to Australia must be kept open. That means if there's an enemy base in these waters,
We've got to find them.
right.
I received a radio report of the attack. That plane must have been brought over on a Jap sub.
You may be correct, Captain Jensen. But I have a feeling the Japs have a base somewhere near our coast.
And our shipping, even our lives are in danger, sir, as long as that base operates.
You're right, Lieutenant. The primary job of our Coast Guard unit is to locate that base. In the meantime, I've been called to Washington, Commander. You're to take over my duties here.
I hope I can do as well, sir.
I'm sure you can.
Thank you.
Come in, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Then I want you to meet Commander Winslow.
How do you do? How do you do, Commander?
Lieutenant Pennington.
How do you do, Lieutenant?
Chief Petty Officer Ben Cobb. He's been in the service for years.
Longer than a young man like you can remember, sir.
I'm placing the commander in your care, Ben.
I'll help him all I can, sir.
He's pretty well known in his own field, naval intelligence.
I've heard about his good work, sir.
Ben can give you the facts and figures on the alien situation. He knows as much about it as I do.
Then you'll be able to help us a lot. I hope so, sir.
Excuse me. Captain Jensen speaking. Yes? Yes, we'll take care of that right away. The Air Patrol just sighted 4 submarines 30 miles northwest of the harbor. All ships have been radioed, returned to the nearest port. Up to now, they're unable to contact the Cora James.
The Cora James, sir?
It's a tanker.
Well, she left port about 2 hours ago with a cargo of oil and gasoline, and she's headed right for the danger zone.
Do you have a fast boat available?
The cutter. She's tied up at the dock, sir, the fastest on the coast.
Well, if she's fast enough, we may be able to save that tanker.
Right.
Lead the way, Ben. Good luck.
Within range.
Good. A passenger vessel?
No, a tanker. Cora James.
Release your torpedoes. It will mean that much less fuel for the Allied planes.
Daiichi, Pamina, Sarai!
Direct hit.
They're abandoning ship. Rise to the surface. We'll shell the lifeboats. There must be no survivors.
Sui Johnny Agi.
I figure she should be somewhere around here.
Flashes over there. It's a sub. They're firing on that ship. Coast Guard. Open fire on that sub. Aye, aye, sir. That last one did some damage.
Submerge.
To the man! To the man! Oh, she's gonna run for it.
Yeah, she'll be underwater before we can ram her.
Can't be helped. We have to pull those men out of the water before the gasoline and oil catches fire. I see.
beach shore. Full speed with guns up to hit and hit them hard. Yes, you're right, with our fighting men of the U.S. Coast Guard.
Yes, Captain Holding. He's right here, sir.
Commander Winslow radio yet?
Not yet, sir. Captain Holding calling.
Thank you. Jensen speaking. Oh, yes, Captain. Winslow's right on the job, and we can depend on it. He'll locate that base the Japs have been using for their coastal attack. He and Pennington have taken the cutter out to warn the tanker, Cora James, about an enemy submarine. Yes, sir.
She's within range.
Good. A passenger vessel?
No, a tanker. The Cora James.
Daiichi, Pamina, Sarai! It's a sub. They're firing on that ship. Open fire on that sub. Aye, aye, sir.
Submerge.
Suzume! Suzume! That last one did some damage. Pull those men out of the water before the gasoline and oil catches fire. Aye, aye, sir. Look out! Take care of these sailors, Ben.
Aye, sir.
Red, this is not only war, this is inhuman hatred. American seamen in American waters. Their boats shot from under them, then machine gunned in their lifeboats.
I'd like to get another crack at that sub.
One sub won't mean anything. It's the base that supplies them that we've got to wipe out.
What's the answer, Don?
Get them twice as fast, twice as hard, and twice as often.
The men report that our forward compartment is badly flooded. We've got to make to Island base as quickly as possible.
What's our position now?
10 miles offshore from our mainland headquarters.
Good. Put me ashore there.
Oui, j'en ai aguerre.
Scorpion is coming ashore. All right. I'll take a boat out.
Herr Reichter is coming to meet us. You'd better come ashore with me.
Do you think it'd be safe for me to operate ashore?
Quite sure. Fortunately for us, you look too much like a Korean to be ever taken for a Japanese.
The fact that I'm not very tall,
Besides, you have your citizenship papers proving you are Korean, haven't you?
I have. I hope I'll never have to show them.
Then order the crew to take the submarine to our base for repairs and come with me.
Just received a radio message from your submarine, Yodo.
I warned them never to use the radio in those waters.
They never will again. The message was on SOS, the hull split wide open.
Our submarine was worth 10 such tankers.
Why complain? I'd say you were quite lucky to escape with your lives.
It wasn't luck. It was good judgment. Our lives are important to the Emperor. He has plenty of submarines. Any other messages?
We intercepted a message from the Coast Guard cutter, the one you had the skirmish with. Commander Winslow reports...
Winslow?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Winslow, eh? Rota, that man has spoiled my appetite for several years.
The Emperor is not so patient. You must get rid of this Winslow at once.
Dr. Thor, instruct Hoffner to keep a man on watch at Coast Guard headquarters. He will report Winslow's movements at all times.
No, we didn't get there in time to save the Cora James, but we did a lot of damage to that Jap sub. Here's the commander now, Captain Holding.
Thanks, Ben. Commander Winslow, Captain Holding.
Fishermen from down coast report sighting a U-boat in the vicinity of Agunda Island.
U-boat? I'll investigate that area right away.
Good luck, Commander.
Thanks, Captain. I'll need it. Ben, where's Agunda Island?
Well, sir, it's the largest of 3 small islands that lie about 75 miles west of Seal Point.
there, sir. These other islands so close, they could be protected by mines.
That's a safe bet.
If we follow this course, these two smaller islands should conceal our approach to Uganda until we're within firing range.
We run into plenty of fog in that area.
That'll help cover our approach. When do we start?
Right away. I'll ask the Navy for a sub-chaser. We should reach those islands before daybreak tomorrow.
We've got a current whaleboat, sir.
Good idea, Ben. We'll need it to go through any minefield.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, D-30. That's me from Don Island.
Why are you still on Don Island? I ordered you to report here.
Had trouble booking passage, but I'm leaving for Seattle this afternoon. Have some important information for you.
What is it?
U.S. hospital ship Arcadia, carrying wounded officers and Marines, left here yesterday bound for Seattle.
What time did she pull out?
About 6 a.m.
Why didn't you report this earlier?
I couldn't reach you.
Contact submarine Z-79.
Yes.
If the Arcadia left yesterday morning, she should be in the vicinity of Seal Point. Get me the West Coast map.
Something interesting, Captain Tyler?
Yes, take a look.
My, I never thought there were so many seals in the world.
That bit of coast is known as Seal Point. But I've never seen that many seals on it at this time of the year. I'm afraid it's a bad sign.
What does it indicate?
Evidently some disturbance in the water is keeping them up on the coast.
차대인이 요양바이. 차대인이 요양바이. 수이라이노 요이. 수이라이노 요이.
It's a hospital ship. I can't make out the name.
Bringing back the wounded soldiers from Dawn Island, I suppose. I wonder if Mercedes could be on board. Periscope beam. Periscope beam.
Right full rudder. Right full rudder. Keep a bright lookout.
Keep right lookout.
Aye, aye, sir.
수이라이노 하샤. 수이라이노 하샤.
Torpedo, wait, support!
Starboard heading. Go ahead.
스푸시 시즈메. 스푸시 시즈메. Stand by for depth charge attack.
Stand by for depth charge attack.
Load Y-gun.
Load Y-gun.
The depth charge is for 500 feet.
The depth charge is for 500 feet.
Fire!
My compliments to the commander of that sub-chaser. Thank him for his timely arrival.
Aye, aye, sir.
message, sir.
Captain Tyler, the hospital ship Arcadia. My compliments to Captain Tyler and tell him he has nothing more to fear from that big boat.
Aye, sir.
That's one Jap sub that won't get back to its secret base.
I've got a feeling we're going to find that base mighty soon.
We should make Agunda Island by daybreak.
Minefield ahead.
Careful, lads. If your oars should barely touch one of the horns of them mines, we'd be blown to bits.
Well, it'll be daylight in about 20 minutes. Fog's clearing ahead. Fog's clearing ahead.
Way enough. There it is. Give way starboard, backwater port. Radio headquarters, we've spotted a U-boat and are about to attack.
Aye, sir.
All men to battle stations. All men to battle stations. Man the machine gun. Man the machine gun. Man the pumps.
U.S. Coast Guard.
Coast Guard headquarters.
Any report from Commander Winslow?
Yes, Captain Holding. Commander Winslow reported at daybreak that he had sighted the U-boat moored to a wharf at Agunda Island and was preparing to attack. Yes, sir.
All men to battle stations. All men to battle stations. Man the machine guns. Man the machine guns.
Engine room flooded, sir.
Man the pump.
There she goes.
Shell those buildings.
Cease firing. Cease firing.
Sir, the engine room's clear of water. No serious damage.
Is the engineer badly hurt?
Just a slight wound, sir.
Get underway.
Aye, aye, sir.
Return to headquarters.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain Jensen's reports certainly cover everything.
Everything but the location of the enemy base. Find that base, and we find the spearhead of all our trouble. Commander?
That hospital ship, the Arcadia, that we rescued is Dr. Pier 18.
Here's a message for you, sir, from one of the ship's nurses. Thank you. Red, we're on our way. Mercedes is on that boat. And this time I'm going to keep that dinner date. This way.
Reminds me of Pangita.
The Scorpion has been anxious to see you.
You're prompt as usual, Tasmia.
I was afraid I wouldn't be. I had a little trouble arranging steamer passage.
Never mind the details. First, you're to move into an apartment near the waterfront. Then report to Reich and Hirota at the Crow's Nest Cafe.
A social evening?
In a way. You see, lonely sailors are often careless with valuable information when a woman is attractive and attentive.
I understand.
This isn't exactly my idea of a smart cafe.
It'll only take me a minute to check this report, and then we'll have dinner.
Good. I am hungry.
Come in, Ben.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Commander.
Hello, Ben. Miss Colby, this is Ben Cobb.
How do you do, Miss Colby?
How do you do?
The Chinese boy brought this letter here this afternoon and seemed awfully anxious for you to get it.
Thank you. What do you make of it, Red?
They are particularly dangerous to young officers working on defense installations. Make out the signature. Looks like hand scratching.
That's the Chinese character meaning friend.
We can't afford to pass up a tip, Don.
It might be a trap.
Even if it is, it might be worth looking into. Ben, what's this crow's nest?
A cafe near the wharf. Lots of Navy men go there.
A boiling pot of information, eh?
Could be.
That's what I wanted to know. Red, supposing you and Ben make a plan of the harbor defenses. Make it look authentic, but see that there's no real information in it.
Aye, aye, sir. Bye.
Goodbye.
Mercedes, you and I are having dinner at the crow's nest. Thank you.
Ben's playing his part well, isn't he?
Yeah. I hope it works out.
Who's the seaman with him?
An old friend of Ben's. A man by the name of Riley.
What did I tell you about these new harbor defense plans? Are they something? If them chaps had the plans in this little old briefcase, they'd sail right into the harbor.
Second booth.
What did I tell you about these new harbor defense plans? Are they something? Say, is this place hot or is it me?
It's a liquor, Ben. It's hot stuff.
You know, Riley, if them chaps had the plans in this little old briefcase, they'd sail right into the harbor.
Ben, you're talking too loud.
Well, what's the difference? Nobody can hear us. Besides, all these people are patriotic. And even if they knew, they wouldn't tell the Japs about these defense plans.
Maybe you're right.
Show him a couple of those drinks.
Oh, you're kind of why thirsty? Oh, me. Slap it down. This is it, Riley. Set the rising sun.
Sure
beer with a good drink.
Yeah. Life feels sort of funny.
What's the matter, old pal? Can't you take it?
Outside and wait in the car. Watch where I go and follow me in 10 minutes.
If that drunken fool was right, this is a very valuable plan. This plan may change the entire method of our major attack. Basanti, take this plan to our inland airport. Contact Kanoya and have him fly them to our island base. Hurry it up. Speed is essential.
Don't worry. By dawn, this harbor will receive our calling card on the nose of a bomb.
You'd better go to the dining room. There are several young officers there that seem very lonely.
Really? Then they need Tasmere to mother them. Winslow!
All right, old timer, snap out of it.
Rather you stay here.
Come on. Take that drunk out the front door.
Get out of the way.
That's people.
Never mind. I know where they sent the plans and exactly what they intend to do with them.
But they're getting a head start.
They'll need a handicap this time.
Even if you know they're heading for the airport, how are we going to find them?
The interceptor command will spot their plane for us. Winslow speaking. Yes, Colonel. Please have your watches report any commercial airplane that leaves an inland airport and heads for the coast. That's right, but don't stop the plane. I'm going to follow it. Ben, you stay here and wait for that report. We're going over to the Coast Guard hangar and pick up a plane.
All right. Ben says they spotted the plane heading for the coast this side of Cooper Bay.
Okay, we'll pick it up and get on a tail.
Well, the fat's in the fire, Don. Hope we don't end up in the frying pan. That must be it.
There goes our invitation to the enemy island base.
X-64, pulling X-40.
X64, calling X40. Come in, X40.
X40, go ahead, X64.
There's a patrol plane on my tail.
Yeah, we'll take care of him. X64 is being followed. Send up an Interceptor. Schon wieder ein amerikanischer Dummkopf. Den werden wir schon erledigen.
Plane carrying Ben's phony coast defense plans.
Sure fell for your scheme, Don. Hook, line, and sinker.
That plane's leading us right to their secret base.
Why is it so easy to fool the Japs with a whispered conversation?
Maybe it's because they live like they fight, in the dark. Radio Coast Guard headquarters and give Ben our course and tell him to follow us in the cutter.
Okay.
All right, sir, I'll get started right away.
Where to in such a hurry, Ben?
Orders from the commander. I'm to follow their course in the cutter.
That makes two of us.
Sure, might be able to use a nurse at that. Seems like the boys are walking into something.
going loose for the crash. I'll try to glide her down. I haven't handled a glider since the old days of Pensacola. Like coming down in an elevator.
Yeah, but see that we get off at the ground floor, will you? I'm allergic to ocean bottoms. I wonder where that interceptor came from.
Probably from the island base we're looking for.
We'll never know for sure. It went right under.
Can't keep on any longer.
Set her down easy, Skipper.
I don't you men hurt?
Only our feelings, mister. The rest of us is only wet.
How far's the next town?
About 10 miles. I'll give you a lift. My car's up on the road.
Thanks a lot.
Come on. I saw you fellows battling the plane. I'm sure glad you brought it down.
Yeah, that's one less Jap pilot.
Oh, he wasn't a Jap. He was...
You must have pretty good eyesight, mister. What makes you so sure he wasn't a Jap?
Well, I saw him this morning. He landed on the beach over there. He looked more like a German. Some kind of a foreigner.
He must be a pretty good pilot. Land a plane on that narrow strip of beach.
Yes. But he landed when the tide was out. The beach is wider then.
Oh. Isn't that the main highway over there?
Oh, yes. But I've got to stop at my shack to pick up something. It's right ahead.
Pull up, mister.
Say, what is this? A hold-up? What's the idea?
The idea is that we think you're working for the Scorpion.
Look here, I'm kind enough to give you a lift. For that, you stick a gun in my back. And who in the world is the Scorpion?
Scorpion's a rat. From that button in your pocket, you're a brother rat. Yeah, I thought so. All right, outside. We better see if you belong to any other fraternities. Keep him peaceful, Red.
His choice, peaceful or dead.
After we ask you some questions about that pilot friend of yours, we're going to play a little game.
Remember, I got my gun on you, not my prisoner. All right, lead the way. One mistake and your friends will read all about you in the obituary column.
Who are these men, Heinrich?
I'm X-52. I was sent out from the island base to intercept this naval flyer, but he shot my plane down, then crashed himself.
You know the rules about prisoners. He should have been shot.
Thought he might be valuable for information.
You'll verify this?
Yes, yes, sir.
How did you Japs escape being interned?
Oh, we're very smart soldiers. We stay in this cave all the time. We have much work to do for our emperor.
You don't have to explain to him. Have him shot immediately.
Since when do you disobey the Scorpion? I'm to deliver this prisoner to the island.
Get the boat ready, Masanti.
You'll be interested in this new machine gun, X-52. The Scorpion ordered them for all of our planes. You can put your gun away. Your prisoner won't start anything with 4 of us.
He's not X-52, they're Coast Guardsmen. We'll tie these 3 and then get down to the boat. Still use the prisoner gag? Sure. There's some rope. If it works, Miss Sandy will take us straight to their island base.
Get in. All right, take off.
What's happened? I reckon led 2 naval officers here. One said he was X-52.
3 against 2. Fine examples of the new order. None of them had a gun. If we don't capture them, you may yet be sorry he didn't shoot you with it. Were they in the boat that just left?
Yes, Mercedes is full. He's taken them to the island.
Then I better inform the Scorpion.
Easy. Having them take us right where we wanted them to. Too easy.
Keep under cover until the boat pulls in at the landing.
Winslow?
Your prisoner, the man who came across on your boat.
Well, all I know is when we came aside of the island, they stuck a gun on my back and told me to keep on looking straight ahead, unless I wanted to get plugged.
Then what?
Well, and then I heard a couple of splashes, and after a while, when I looked back, they were gone.
Then you're swimming in. We've got to find them. Spread out. Search the island.
We'll jump in the hatch, okay?
Take a look around.
They're likely to wait at the outpost for orders.
Yes.
Something is decidedly wrong when 2 naval officers can fool our entire staff with such an obvious hoax.
Kindly remember that it was one of those super Nazis that opened the door for the enemy.
Perhaps the Germans are the weak link in our plan.
It's not a weakness on our part. It's a tower of strength on theirs. The tower being our old friend, Mr. Winslow.
Hasmia, I'm in no mood for nonsense.
I think you'll find this quite realistic. Winslow was in the hall of the Crow's Nest when he heard us talking about flying those plans to the island.
Those 2 naval officers are Winslow and Pennington.
And they're headed straight for our island base.
We can't let them get away from there alive.
Not if you want to keep your well-paid job as head of the Emperor's advanced army in this country.
Radio to the island. Winslow's on his way. And to be ready for him.
Yes, sir.
You get over there and take charge. And pick up a right there on the way. Winslow's going to need all the luck he's got.
Funny. I was just going to say the same thing. About us.
Hey, Don.
Will you get a load of this setup?
Yeah. Enough stuff there to supply an army.
We need the army.
Red, that's us. Huh? Tonight we're going to conduct a two-man commando raid.
X-13, calling X-40. X-13, calling X-40. Come in, X-40.
I guess we're X-40.
Come in, X-40. X-13, calling X-40. X-13, calling X-40. Come in, X-40. X-13.
X-40, answering X-13. Go ahead, X-13.
Scorpion is waiting for a report.
Why the delay in reporting? Have you captured Winslow and Pennington yet?
Not yet, but we know they're on the island.
Wait a minute. Search the North Beach.
The Scorpion's not on this island.
Yeah. He's too smart to put all his eggs in one basket.
Let's make sure we scramble all he's got here.
Right. We've got a job in our hands. Get guns and ammunition out of that arsenal.
Aye, sir.
And be sure you put in plenty of explosives. I'll try to change the waveband on this radio so we can contact Ben.
Word from Don.
Code message. He located the island and landed.
Well, let's get there before the fireworks are over.
We're to stand by off the island at 10 tonight.
Maybe we ought to bring more help.
Look, lady, we let the commander run the Coast Guard.
Searched everything to the north end of the island and no sign of them.
We're wasting time. I still think the swine were drowned.
You also thought the Russia would be a pushover.
All right, we'll search the island again.
Watch the shack. I'm going to blow up another one. Nice work, Red. Open season on Japs, huh?
Yeah.
Let's blow up this one and then go down to the beach so Ben can pick us up.
One of those swine went into the radio room.
Spread out and surround it. Better make it fast, Don. We're going to have company in a minute.
Okay, grab those papers we saw in the file cabinet.
Here's our fate plans.
Bring them along.
Everything ready? Set to go off in about 2 minutes.
That bomb's overdue now.
Tell it not to hurry.
Wait a minute. Let's go out the window.
They're sure doing a good job.
They're heading for the landing. Pick them up!
Red, there's the cutter.
They're heading for that cutter.
Got to stop them. Order the guards to man the cave gun.
도웨에 있는 총도가 쏘자.
X-13, calling X-40. X-13, calling X-40. Come in, X-40. Icon race, darling.
Keep trying.
Strange. Every time we set a trap for Winslow, we get caught in it ourselves.
Contact submarine Z-75 and order an immediate investigation of the island base. Winslow must be stopped before he brings the entire Coast Guard down on the island.
According to the position radioed by the commander, we should be off the island soon.
What does Don want us to do?
Move in and pick them up when he and the lieutenant have finished their two-man commando raid.
One of those swine went into the radio room.
Spread out and surround it.
Better make it fast, Don. We're going to have company in a minute.
Okay. Grab those papers we saw in the file cabinet.
Here's our fake plans.
Bring them along.
Everything ready?
It's set to go off in about 2 minutes. That bomb's overdue now.
Tell it not to hurry.
Wait a minute. Let's go out the window.
They're sure doing a good job.
They're heading for the landing. Pick them up.
They're heading for that cutter.
Got to stop them. Order the guards to man the cave gun.
그 외에 있는 총들과 쏘자.
You all right, Red?
Yeah.
You missed. The cutter is picking up Winslow and his stooge.
Good. Let him get aboard. The cutter will be an easier target.
Ben, contact the nearest Navy ship, give them our position, and tell them to be ready to send a landing party ashore.
Aye, aye.
Aim at those flashes and fire at will.
Aye, aye.
Let's get out of here while we can.
That's what I like about you, Mercedes. As a fighter, you're a champion runner.
Oh, no, you don't. Remember, there are a few other men in this war.
I contacted the Tucson, sir. They heard the explosions and are already on the way here.
Good.
And as your nurse, I prescribe a nice long rest.
Well, sister, any kind of a rest, long or short, will suit me.
When the Tucson gets through with that enemy base, it'll be safe enough for a kindergarten. Maybe these records we picked up will give us our next lead. The only place I'd like to have them lead us is to the Scorpion.
Okay, Don.
Come on, down below.
But I'd still like to be with the crew on the Tucson.
I got your radio report from the boat. Winslow must have had a large force.
No, there were just 2 of them.
That's incredible. What kind of an organization have we that you allowed 2 men to destroy a base so vital to our plans? We not only lost the base, but munitions, supplies, planes, men. Someone's carelessness is to...
No one was careless. Those are the fortunes of war.
Our fortunes always manage to become misfortunes. Thanks to Winslow.
Osmio, drive into town and pick up Coke. Be near the dock when Winslow's cutter arrives.
That's Winslow getting out of the boat now.
Der Schweinehund. Ich kriege ihn schon.
This man's still alive, Don.
Good. Ben, call him in. Get him to the hospital. Maybe you can find out some of the things we want to know. Stand by.
All right.
This list of names should give us something. I'll turn it over to our staff for investigation. Did you find anything interesting?
Only this map.
What map?
Well, this map right here. Well, that's funny. There was one here a minute ago.
Maybe the water room.
Water? That's it, Ben. You're a genius. Get me a glass of water.
Yes, sir.
That water sure brings it out.
Yes, but what is it?
It's like a crossword puzzle to me.
Our submarine will be offshore here, near these oil wells. At 7:15 tonight, the signal will be given.
Are you sure the submarine will be there?
You may depend on it. Hirota, you and Rector will take the signal truck to position A. After giving the proper signal, you will move to position B.
B, C, D, 24, 26, 30. The difference between the letters and the numbers must mean something.
Why, them snake tracks look like our coastline around section C-23.
Ben, you're right. Those numbers are defense installations. They're the same as the numbers we decoded on this list.
Why, they've spotted nearly every one of our defenses.
The letters indicate areas where our defenses are not yet completed.
Now if we could figure out those arrows.
Come in. Hello, Mercedes.
Hold on. Say, Cope, the man who was shot this morning, finally regained consciousness.
I suppose he played dumb.
No, sir. Talked his head off. He claims the Japs are going to attack tonight.
Tonight?
During the president's speech, someplace on the coast.
We'd better order an alert for the entire West Coast.
Wait a minute, Red. How'd this Coke act?
Well, at first he was stubborn and sulky. He made all sorts of threats. But once he started talking, everything came with a rush.
That sounds more like it. Chances are there will be an attack tonight, someplace. These Germans can't help bragging. Today's the 24th.
That's right.
There's the answer to your arrows, Red. That arrow is marked with today's date, the 24th.
And it's off C-23 where there are as yet no defense installations.
That's where the Japanese attack will take place. Interceptor command, please. Ben, order a fast car.
Aye, sir.
Mercedes, get back to the hospital. Keep Cope talking. If he... Colonel James? Colonel, this is Winslow of the Coast Guard Intelligence. We've uncovered information that there's going to be an attack. I think we should order an alert for the entire coast and send a mobile force to section C-23. Step on it, Red. The president goes on the air in a few seconds, and that's the time we'll be under fire.
Seven o'clock, right on schedule. We'll move to position B and give them their exact target.
According to this map, we're at the spot marked X.
Looks mighty peaceful out.
It looked peaceful the morning of December 7th, too. Can't get much of a view from here. That derrick should make a good lookout post. You stay here and radio the local authorities if I give you the signal.
Interceptor Command. Red light, blackout, entire Southern California area.
Oh, looks like this is it.
Japanese submarine sighted 718. Oilfield C-23 under shell fire. All available Coast Guard cutters proceed to this area at once.
Aye, aye, sir.
Don and Red should be at that oil field now.
Yes, I know. Here I go. Let's get off of here, Red. Did you report the sub to headquarters?
I sure did. The forces are on the way here. Our bombers. Don't their motors make the sweetest music? Yeah. They'll sound like a nightmare to that sub they're after. That last bomb was a direct hit.
I saw it. But Don, 2 Jap sailors from the submarine came ashore while the shelling was going on.
Who told you that?
A watchman. Said the sailors were met by a civilian, then they all beat it towards the road carrying some kind of a big box.
Attention. All details in areas C-23, 24, and 25. Air warden attacked, car stolen by 3 men. 2 of them Jap sailors. 1 mile north of Oilfield. Car last seen heading north on Coast Highway.
Come on, Red. Swing around, let's get going.
Bridge dynamited. Coast Highway above Circa. 3 men fleeing from scene in Air Warden's green sedan. Heading north.
Certainly burning our bridges behind them. How are we going to get to them?
There's a dirt road through the hills, 2 miles this side of the bridge. It hits the main highway again around Danek. Let's try it.
Okay.
This is the spot. The which we want is over to the right. Come on. You go ahead. I'll take care of the guard.
Halt! Who's there? Halt or I'll fire!
Coast Highway blocked as far south as High Dyke. No report yet of green sedan.
Any more bridges before we get to Huna City?
Yes, 2. One's a railroad bridge. We'll take a look at them both as we go by.
Right.
Hey, Don. This must be the green sedan they stole from the warden.
Yeah. Red. I've got it. The railroad bridge. Here, Red. Send out an order to watch all railroad bridges in this area.
All right.
You see that? That's a troop train, loaded with soldiers. And they're all headed for Tokyo. That's a place you'll never see again.
From the Japanese viewpoint, this night's affair must have been a complete failure. No serious damage was inflicted, while the enemy's submarine was destroyed with no survivors. If the Japanese leader who engineered this fiasco hasn't already committed harikari, well, it's time he got started.
Not very complimentary.
I hadn't counted on such an alert military and civilian defense.
Not to mention Mr. Winslow.
Yes, Mr. Winslow, the meddlesome fool.
Get anything out of that, Jeff Sailor?
Yes. Enough to make me realize that the attack last night was just a preliminary.
Commander, the Yankee British Southern Cross was shelled this morning by an unidentified vessel.
An unidentified vessel?
Yes, sir. Must have been some sort of a Q-boat or a camouflage destroyer.
In our waters?
Yes, sir. About 50 miles off the Sitka coast.
Was the Southern Cross sunk?
No, but badly damaged. 2 cutters have been sent out, and all other ships in that area were ordered to proceed to nearest ports.
What about the air patrol?
They've been notified, sir.
Air Patrol, calling freighter. What ship is that? Air Patrol, calling freighter. What ship is that?
Air Patrol overhead. Want to know what ship this is.
Answer. Tell them we're Norwegian freighter Narvik.
patrol to Coast Guard headquarters. Area cleared of all shipping except the Norwegian freighter Norvik. In ballast from Panama to Portland. At anchor in Rock Cove because of propeller trouble. Manners PC-4.
In ballast from Panama to Portland? What's she doing in Rock Cove?
Yeah, and over 100 miles off her course.
Very patriotic. Using ballast when this country needs all the shipping space it can get.
Smells kind of fishy to me.
Let's take a look, Red. Sounds like a Jap in the woodpile.
Hospital ship out of Manila, due Seattle this afternoon. Scorpion's orders are to attack and sink her, sir. Confirm.
Well, that's Rock Cove, all right, but I don't see the Norvik.
What's that on the water?
Oil slick. Wait, there's a rod sticking up out of the center of it.
Do you believe in signs, Red?
You mean like Taurus the bull?
No, like Scorpion or skunk.
Looks innocent enough, doesn't it?
Looks to me like a marker. I think I'll go down and investigate it.
That cable looks like it's attached to something below the surface.
We'll soon find out what's holding it.
What'd you find down there?
There's some sort of a gadget that's attached to an oil pipeline that leads towards the shore. This cove is being used by the enemy for refueling purposes.
Then that Narvik is definitely an enemy ship.
Send out a warning to be on the lookout for it.
Look, como de dedo. Toca mucha que.
What's the matter?
SOS. Hospital ship out of Manila. Being attacked by an unidentified vessel.
The Narvik. Have you got a location?
Yeah.
Any other ships near?
We're the nearest.
One full ahead. We haven't got any guns to fight those devils. Maybe you can outrun them. There she is. Get on that bomb side, Red. They're not going to dive right into that raider. Bail out. Not without you. That's an order. Bail out.
Hello, back already? That was the first part of Don Winslow of the Coast Guard. I have no idea how he's going to get out of this, so if you want to find out, tune in next week for the second part of Don Winslow of the Coast Guard from 1943. And if you can, go to YouTube under Donald O'Malley or Don's Breakfast Cereal Show. Hit like and subscribe and you'll never miss one of my shows. So good night, folks. Stay safe and be kind.